What's up, CJ?
Yesterday, I got like almost executed.
Yeah, I heard what the fuck happened.
Okay. I was in a car with Edgar and a guy named Bobby and a guy named Brandon. And then a bunch of cars pulled up all surrounding me, like they were like some professional hitmen with all like these giant like LMG class 2 like giant guns, and they were all blacked out like SEAL Team 6, and they're like, nobody move. And I was like, oh my god. I put my hands up and then
Was it
like,
the
who are you
besties?
with? It was Hydra.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
who are you with? And I was like, Cypress. And then they put us all in cars and drove us up to Grapeseed kind of area, and they got everybody out of the car and made them climb up onto like this little, I don't even know what it's called, like water tower-esque thing. And I was getting robbed by I think Flippy, and he said he just took my knife and nothing else, and he said you're not gonna get hurt. And I was like, okay.
Now come inside, come inside, come inside, come on.
Okay.
This is too public, I think.
So I climbed up it, and I'm thinking at this point, like, I'm probably fine. They're probably just gonna shoot these other people because I don't know what they're involved with, but it's not anything to do with me. And then my memory's a bit hazy because I nearly died, kind of, but they shot Edgar first, and I think they were giving some dramatic ass speech that I didn't really understand. And then they turned around, and I hear poof, 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 and they shoot everybody else around me, and then there's a pause, and it's silence, and I'm staring at them, and they're staring at me, and the guy who shot the other ones has stopped shooting, but a different guy turns to me, and then I hear the gun go off, and I wake up in the hospital. So I wake up out of ICU, and I'm like, what the f happened? Why did I just get like executed in like some Black Ops shit?
Like CIA
Edgar
style or
tells
cartel style?
It was almost like a crossover between the two.
Oh shit, okay.
So Edgar tells me that he thinks, well, he knows it's Hydra because I guess while I was unconscious, Flippy climbed back up there and took his mask off and said some dramatic shit to him. But Edgar thinks that Nino hired them to do the hit. And so now I'm confused as fuck as to why I was shot by Hydra. So I call up Benz, and I'm like, why the f did I get shot? And he doesn't sound like he knows anything as to what's going on. And he says, Flippy wants to call you. So Flippy calls me, and he says that I wasn't meant to get shot, and that he has a stupid idiot kid who didn't listen properly, and after he shot the other people, that kid thought that he was supposed to shoot me, and that's why I got shot. And then they gave me 4 Molotovs and apologized.
What, as compensation?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I went into the car with Edgar knowing that he had a, what, 1 or 2 million bounty on his head. And on top of that, I think that if I wouldn't have gotten shot there, that Edgar and his boys would have thought that I like called Hydra on them. So when I woke up from that whole situation, I didn't want to drag you guys into a war with Hydra over my own stupidity, you know? And I don't want to look soft, but I also am someone who very much understands having people around them do something stupid and not listening to the comms, the communications that are given.
Yeah.
But obviously I wanted to bring it up to you guys because the decision I made at the time was I wasn't gonna go run up to their block and start blasting. And maybe I'm a bit of a more I like to solve things through speech and politics more so than violence. But I don't know. That's the full story on it.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get wrapped up with Edgar?
Edgar
You crying?
thinks that you're the.
She's laughing.
Edgar thinks you're a Dark Lord, shape-shifting Batman. He's obviously off his shit, right? But I met him because he called Gigi and was like, there's a bank truck here, and so we drove up to it, and that's how we met.
Gigi.
And then we all went and did tarot card readings. And it kind of progressed from there, I guess.
And it just progressed from tarot card readings to you guys getting assassinated together.
Yes, well, when I was getting assassinated, I don't know what that whole thing was about. That shit has nothing to do with me.
So who was there? Who was there at this assassination? It was you? It was Edgar? Who else on your side or his side or whatever?
People I had just met. I think one was Brandon. He sounded fucking Italian as fuck. Brandon. I think it started with a V.
Valentino?
Yeah. Brandon Valentino, and then a guy just named Bobby. Some Bobby guy.
Bobby what?
I have no idea.
James?
He looked like.
Homeless?
I don't know. People say I look homeless, and I don't think I look homeless.
Okay. All right. Well, where do you guys go from here, you and Edgar? In this whole situation?
Well, I told him anything to do with Hydra and that shit, like, that is not, like, I don't want to be involved in that. Because I got my own people behind me, right? And it would get messy.
Okay. All right.
I mean, do you think it was a weak move to not immediately be on smoke with them for that?
Nah, who gives a shit? Fuck them. That's what they want.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress about that kind of shit, honestly. Especially since we're kind of all sporadic right now due to the holidays and whatnot.
Yes, yeah. I will say, to me, what matters the most is people's intentions, and if they're apologetic and sincere in that, which maybe isn't what people care about often, but to me that's what's most important. And I did feel like they were sincere in their apology, and they were sincere in not meaning to shoot me at the time.
Yeah, but Hydra always do that. That's their whole MO. They'll do some fucked up shit to you and then just get all apologetic and play it off as no big deal. And they'll do it all over again in within 3 days. Don't give a fuck about you. It's just how they do things.
Do you think they just didn't care at all and meant to shoot me?
Oh, 100%, yeah. They probably enjoyed it as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, there's no way that was unintentional. They probably were shooting you in the hopes that you would tell me and we would retaliate, and they would have a gang to fucking shoot on repeat all day.
How?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing what they don't want us to do by not retaliating.
Yes.
And we got 4 Molotovs.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is Edgar, though. Seems like he's dragging a lot of motherfuckers into whatever the fuck he's got going on.
Oh, is Edgar bad?
I don't think he's bad. I think he's crazy. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
I agree. Is there a reason that he thinks you're like a demon? He said your eyes glow sometimes.
I don't know. He probably smokes crack or some shit. I'm not sure.
Okay, he said that this is your lair.
Right.
I will say I said we should meet at your lair, and then we walked in here and not into the warehouse. But
yeah. Well.
just putting that out there.
Yeah. Is Edgar around today? You know if he's around?
He probably will be. Yeah.
All right. Is Gigi involved in this whole situation?
She says that she's smart enough to stay out of the shit that would drag her down into it.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I believe her on that.
All right. Well, it is Monday. I don't know who the fuck's gonna be around today, but hopefully we can get back to work.